These are my top 10 favorite dog stories of the year. Yes, this was very hard to narrow down. Please let me know if we agree. At number 10, I have Penny. Her and her brother Ted wandered off their property back in June. Their family searched for them for 4 days until a neighbor saw them on a morning walk. Penny was standing at the opening of a mine shaft where Ted had fallen 26 feet down. The local fire department responded and were able to hoist him up. His tail literally never stops wagging. The pair were checked out by a vet and quickly reunited with their humans. At number 9, I have Monty. His back legs are paralyzed, but that doesn't stop him from racing his brother. At number 8, I have Max. He snuck out in the middle of the night and walked 7 miles for a breakfast burrito. We know this because he was wearing not 1, but 2 GPS collars. The store hadn't opened yet when he got there, so Max was found the next morning patiently waiting outside for his well-earned snack.
Don't you come here and nobody feeds you, so you're sad and you sit out in the back? Is that what happens? Get in.
We did confirm that he eventually got that burrito.
You ready for this burrito? Yes.
At number 7, I have Ziggy and Rufus. Rufus was adopted in 2016. He lived with his family for almost 10 years before he passed back in April. That same night, his mom Jillian saw a dog named Ziggy, adoptable from Muttville in San Francisco, who made her stop mid-scroll. She said, "His face was so identical to Rufus, at first glance I thought it was him." She decided to put in an adoption application. 4 days later, the family went to meet Ziggy and make it official. Jillian was convinced they were somehow cosmically intertwined, that Rufus had somehow put Ziggy in our path. The family continued to notice so many similarities between Rufus and Ziggy that they ordered a DNA test just to prove that they were the same mix of breeds. The results revealed that Rufus was Ziggy's son. He sent his dad to watch over them. Jillian said, "There is no science I can find to explain this, only kismet." At number 6, I have Fuzi, China's first police corgi. Apparently he excels at explosive detection and scent tracking, but he made headlines earlier this year for stealing a sausage from a child. In a rare twist for police, he took accountability and visited the kid's school to give her some replacement sausages. At number 5, I have Horus. If you saw a Great Dane on a plane this year, it was probably him. We found a total of 7 different POVs. Clearly the other passengers have never flown with someone so handsome. At number 4, I have Kingston. He went missing in the aftermath of Hurricane Laura back in 2020. His humans, Debbie and Joseph, did everything they could to find him with no luck. Back in April, he turned up 300 miles away at a frat house. Where Kingston had been for the last 5 years is still unknown, but for a week he lived at the Kappa Sigma frat house at the University of Southern Mississippi. They called him Benji. Debbie drove 4 hours to pick him up, and all the guys were outside waiting.
As soon as she got out the car and he saw her, we've never seen Benji run like that, and he sprinted with his ears perked up, and it was awesome to see.
Debbie's husband Joseph passed in the time that Kingston was lost, but Debbie believes he probably had something to do with their reunion. Kingston was also made an honorary member of Kappa Sigma.
So happy to have my baby back.
Southern Miss!
At number 3, I have Malik. He was playing with his brother Diesel and accidentally put a hole in the wall. At number 2, I have Waylon. He'd been in the shelter for 95 days when a woman came in with her son Kai just to look around. They fell in love with Waylon. Kai asked so many great questions, not only about Waylon's personality, but also how to keep him safe and healthy. Shelter staff said they were truly blown away. When he returned to officially adopt Waylon, he arrived in a very dapper suit. When asked why, he simply said it was a special occasion. Waylon and his new buddy have since been inseparable. Before we get to my favorite dog story of the year, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We count down the best dogs every single week, and it would be a real shame if you missed any of those. My favorite dog story of 2025 is Luffy. Thanks to a school yearbook photo shoot by his rescue that took over the entire internet, he received a high volume of adoption applications. Since Luffy is disabled, they stayed committed to finding him the perfect home. About a month after that legendary photo shoot, he was adopted.